take some time to reflect. Socrates said that unexamined life is not worth living. So many systems in our world are set up in groups, in categories. We get lumped by age and go through school together. We get lumped by color, by religion, by geography. We get lumped by sports teams that you play for or that you watch. All of these things, then we start associating with those things. But it comes a point where that group that I'm associated with, I don't feel in alignment with them anymore. Oh, this other group, I don't quite have that identity. For many people, rather than speak up and say, this identity of mine, this doesn't fit with that, they stay silent, because the parts of us that are fearful about not being accepted, many of us have had experiences where our voices, our opinions was not honored, was not valued, was put down. We have been criticized for it or ostracized for it. Sometimes you just don't want to speak up anymore. You don't want to stand out anymore. How many times as a child I spoke up and I was the odd one out. Over the years, I stopped speaking up as much because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to have some groups, to have people that I connected to. Then it reached another point of this pendulum swinging where, do I want friends who have no idea who I am? Do I want to be in a group where who I am is not accepted, or me speaking my voice is not honored, not respected? No. I don't want to be in that group. Nor do I want to be in groups that repress others, that make others feel inferior for who they are as a unique and wonderful human being. When you reflect, you get to these moments where you think, these are things that are meaningful to me. I have to commit to them. I have to voice these. Now, it doesn't actually mean you have to go voice them to the people or the family members who are going to be like, oh my God, you think of that? That's so stupid. I don't see any reason to go run to these people who are just going to be annoyed or criticize you. You can live your life, your own path. It is important to voice it. There are new friends you could make who share those values. One of the reasons people work with me one-on-one is they need someone to be speaking these things out with, who's hearing them and accepting them 100% as they are, reflecting back the value, the radiance, the wonder of you as your own unique, amazing human being. The beliefs, the values, the thing that you have within you, that there are groups or people that you're associated with who don't share those and who are not going to accept those. It's really imperative that you find a place, a way where you can express that. It's making me think I'll create something so that you can walk yourself through this process. A printable handout that you can print for yourself to walk you through this, because unexpressed emotions, unexpressed inner callings that are a deep part of who we are, if you are not expressing that, you will get to a point of some crossroads of regret. It could cause a health crisis. It could cause some other kind of crisis. No one wants to live where you get to the end of it all and you think, I really regret what I did. In the book, The 5 Regrets of the Dying, one is people not being more true to themselves. The more that you exercise this ability to be true to yourself, the more exuberant, radiant, grandiose, and maybe simple your life will become. The more that I stay true to who I am, it's one of the greatest factors for why I feel resilient. Being true to yourself will allow you to go back to that foundation of who you uniquely, authentically are. Those values, self-expression, and inner urgings that are yours. The more that you are attuned to those, honoring those, and expressing those, it'll make the rest of your life easier to figure out, easier to do. I'm not saying every step is easy. I'm not saying you journal, meditate, and reflect, and you're like, I have a value of inclusion, or I have a commitment to sustainability, to body positivity. I'm just going to make it happen. Everything will be better because I'm living true to my values. It does not mean that your life is just going to be some glorious fall day, walking through the leaves, drinking your warm drink. There will be some days like that, I'm hoping for you. But the internal alignment and integrity that you get when you align yourself with this Yes, you'll go through some uncomfortable moments, but they will be worth it because you will have been true to yourself. When you have committed to it, you do it no matter what. Sometimes there are consequences, but to know that you lived a life true to yourself, honoring yourself, it's one of the greatest joys of life. That's the point of being alive. I would love to hear your comments. Sending you all my love.